Good morning and welcome to my channel, The Radical Self-Development. My name is Katlego Pausen Sibanyoni and I am a public speaker. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching my channel, and thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. I'm wondering, what is it that you're waiting for? Why not subscribing, and why are you not watching? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to just watch, even if it's for 5 minutes. And it wouldn't hurt, it doesn't even cost anything to just click that subscribe button. Without any waste of time, I want us to talk about believing in yourself. You know, it is very easy to become the victim of the government. It is the government systems. It is very easy to become the victim of the educational system, the procedures at your workplace, and it is very easy to become the victim of poor service delivery by your municipality. Very easy to become a victim of any other thing. But I want you not to become a victim of yourself. Don't ever in your whole life become a victim of yourself. Don't close yourself inside your mental prison until you victimize yourself. In due time, you are going to harvest. Your time is coming. Be patient. When the time is right, it is going to happen, and it is going to happen in a speed, or at a speed that you never even anticipated it to happen. You have to believe your belief and doubt your doubt. Don't doubt your belief and believe your doubt. That's happening to the most of us, right? Where you find yourself believing whatever that you're doubting yourself about, and doubting everything, questioning everything that you are supposed to believe about yourself. Let me just run a story, or tell you a story about myself. You know, I always wanted to start a musical band, a live musical band. And ever since I was young, I grew up with low self-esteem and low self-confidence. I didn't believe in myself. I always, attached name to things that so and so are the people who deserve this and that. I don't deserve it. I'm just a poor boy from a poor background. I don't deserve that. I always told myself those things, that I'm not good enough for that. Most of the time, when maybe in a football team, during the elections, when we are choosing just smaller thing in our maybe group discussions at school or anywhere, whenever I don't get a role, I would feel discouraged, and that would prove whatever that I've been telling myself, that I'm not good enough. I'm not that confident to stand in front of people and speak. I always wanted to do that, to stand in front of people and speak to people. But then I always told myself that is not me. I'm not good enough to do that. And, I've accepted rejection and settled for anything that comes my way, because I didn't know anything about myself. I didn't believe in myself. I never had confidence in myself. And just one time at my workplace, in a meeting, there was a floor open for suggestions, and I wanted to raise my hand and give a suggestions. But as soon as I tried to stand up, my mind was like, back down. Where you going, man? Just sit down. And I sat down and I listened to my mind. And someone inside the meeting raised their hand and spoke whatever that I wanted to speak, but they didn't put it so perfectly like the way I was going to put it. And everybody clapped hands. I was so mad that day that I wanted to say the same thing, but I couldn't say. She said it, and now people are taking it, they're accolading her, clapping hands, and I was so mad at myself. And as time went, I always wanted to start a musical band. I always wanted to stand in front of people and sing. I wanted the world to know my skill, but then I didn't have the confidence. I always tried to figure out the whole path in my mind. How is it going to work out? Where am I going to get the instruments? who am I going to work with? Ah, man, that thing is not gonna work out. Let me just leave it and focus on another thing. That was me, having a conversation with myself, and that in that conversation, the chief conversation there was doubt. I doubted myself, that I was not good enough to start that. And as time went, as I was, reading through some books, I figured that I have to do this. At some point, I just have to do this. I just have to lean on it. I just have to be there. And guess what? Without knowing what's going to happen next, I went in either way. I tried to organize a team, and it happened. And, everything just started running smoothly. I performed in several places. I even, did my own show. At first, I was worried about who's gonna come. I'm not known. What if they call me somewhere and then I get there and I sing and I bore people and people don't even listen to me anyway. People don't even follow me. I worried about the external things, the things that I can never change. Come on, you can never change. You can never choose how many people must love you. If they love you, they are going to love you. If they don't, they don't. In life, you have to find out how things are and say, this is how things should be. Don't try to change anything. What you have to do is just be there. If there is something that you want to do, if there's a skill that you want to enhance, or you want people to know about that skill, just do it. Be in the space. Be there. I was scared. I'm not saying that I was not scared. I was scared. I was afraid. But then that helped me to see fear as something different. I used to see fear as something that is there to prohibit me or to hinder me to take action, to be the best of, or to do the best of my ability. I used to see fear as something that is there to restrict me, a wall, like a barrier between myself and the action that I have to take, more especially if it was something new. But now I sat down and I viewed the whole thing differently. I now see fear as my permanent friend. Every time I'm about to do something new, I know that fear is going to be present. Fear must be there. I must be afraid. It tells me that a new dimension is about to be explored. I'm not going to die. Of course, I'm afraid. Of course, I have butterflies in my stomach. Of course, I'm nervous, but I have to do it either way. I have to be in the space. I have to be in the moment. I have to take that action. I have to go on with life. I have to move on. You see, all those great men that you see, every great man that you might think of, whether it's in athletes, in business, in entertainment, in politics, everywhere, all of those great men, I cannot mention them all. All of them, it's not like they were not scared. Whatever that you know them for, whatever invention that they invented, or whatever anything that they have formed, they were scared. They had fear, and they still do have fear. It's normal. It's part of life. You must be scared every time you start something new, but that does not mean you have to stop and suppress yourself. You have to deny yourself a chance to be in the space and take action. So I doubted myself. I never believed in myself until such time I sat down with myself and I was like, I have to believe in myself. If I don't bet on myself, who's gonna bet on me? If I don't believe in myself, who's gonna believe in me? So I believed in myself. I doubted my doubt. Every time I would doubt something about me, I would doubt that thing. I would ask myself, why are you doubting yourself on this thing? Are you not skillful enough? Are you not competent enough? Okay, let's try it and see how it works at the end of the day. And then I try, and then I find out that, actually, there is something inside of me. There is a hidden potential inside of me that I do not know, that I have not yet explored. And because of doubt and because of fear, if you listen to those, you might not even reach that or tap into that space. And one other thing is that you must give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance What is it that you want to do in life? Do you want to start a business? Give yourself a chance. You want to work at some great company of your own desire? Give yourself a chance. Develop yourself first. What is it that you want to do? Is it a skill that you want the whole world to see? Give yourself a chance. Put that skill there. Work on that skill. Enhance that skill. Polish that skill and put it there. Don't worry about a lot of things. Don't worry about who's going to buy, who's going to listen to you, who's going to follow you, who's going to clap hands for you. Those are the external things you can never change, no matter how you like. You will never ever change those things. If people are going to love your idea or anything that you are selling in your business, they are going to love it. If they are going to hate it, they are going to hate it. But what I can tell you is that there is a group that is going to love it, and there is also people that are going to hate it. You just have to accept that. Do you have a skill that you want to put out there? Let me tell you something. People are going to hate your skill, and other people are going to love your skill. There are other people who believe that Beyonce cannot sing. I mean, who are you? There are other people who believe that Cristiano Ronaldo is not the best. A guy who scored more goals than any other footballer to ever live here on earth. Who are you? So there are other things that you can never change about life. You just have to find out how they work and live it like that. So if you are working on being successful, you have to first believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is the first step to success. You can never ever achieve, or you can never ever do anything if you don't believe in yourself. You can never ever take action on anything new, by the way, if you don't believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to trust in yourself that I can actually do this thing. And this is what you must know if you didn't know. You are going to fail. You have to fail. At least there's something that you are guaranteed of. Success, you're not guaranteed yet whether you're going to be successful next week or whatever that you're doing, you're going to be successful in the next month. You don't have a guarantee of that. But failure, you are guaranteed of failure. You are going to fail, and you must fail. But failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Don't ever view failure as the opposite of success. Every great man that you know failed many times more than they have been successful. They've tried many times and failed many times and fell many times until such time that they got it right and they moved with it. So you are going to fail, but failure is part of success. Do you want to be successful? Do you have a great business idea that you want to, bring it to life? You have a skill that you want to put there so that the world can see. You want to work in a big company, anything that you want to do. Let me tell you something. You are going to fail, and you must fail. That's how we learn. Life is different from what we learn in school. In school, we teach you, or they teach you a lesson first, and then you write the test after. It's different from life. In life, you write the test first, and then you learn the lesson after. That's the formula. That's how it works. You must find out that this is how it works and live it like that and say, this is how it must be. So every time when you fail, it means you are getting closer to your goal. You are getting closer to your dream. Every great man that you know failed. Every single one of them, they failed in life. So you are no different. You are going to fail. And life is like the seasons, by the way. Life is like the seasons, like the changing seasons. Life changes. Sometimes everything just goes south. Sometimes everything just go good. Sometimes other things go fine, and at the same time, it's like the changing season. But when things get tough, I've realized this, when things get tough, a lot of people give up. A lot of people give in. A lot of people, they turn their back, they throw in the towel. success is at the edge or at the brink where a lot of people give up. When things go south, that is not a sign for you not to believe in yourself. That is not a sign for you to throw in the towel. That is a sign that you are at the right place. You are doing something right. You just have to keep on going. You have started a business, everything is not going fine. It's not a sign that you must close down. It's a sign that you must learn about the failures and improve the idea. Are you just got employed? You just got employed now, and maybe you are not competent enough in some certain areas. That is not a sign that you must be fired. That is not a sign that you must change, your job. It's a sign that you must be there and learn the skills so that you can be competent. Don't wish it was easy. Wish you were better. Don't wish everything was easier. Wish you were better. And don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Make plans like an adult and have faith like a child. Children have faith. Children believe that they can get anything that they want. They believe they can get anything. Children are not skeptical. Adults are so skeptical. Just to refer to the Bible, it says that if you have a faith like a mustard seed, a mustard seed is some small seed, smallest of them all. If you have a faith like a mustard seed, you can tell the mountain and direct it to move and fall or maybe go into the sea, and the mountain will move. That text, I don't believe it's spiritual. I believe it means that if you believe in yourself, the world has a tendency of shifting and allowing you to move and allowing you to run and chase your goals and achieve your dreams. So become someone who believes in themselves. Do not become someone who doubt themselves. If you keep on doubting yourself, there is nothing that you are going to start. There is nothing that you are going to achieve. You must bet on yourself. And don't mistaken me. I'm not saying you must let your confidence to supersede your competence. No ways. You must be competent. You must be prepared. You must plan. You must practice, and you must learn. Never ever allow your confidence, never at any given point allow your confidence to be above your competence. You must be competent. You must practice that skill. You must always keep on learning. You must keep on educating yourself. You must keep on developing yourself so that your confidence will match your competence. The reason why most of the time we do not believe in ourselves is because we are not taking action. Sometimes don't wait for motivation to come. Just take action. Just fall in there. Be there. Lean them and lean on it. Don't wait for some big moment to happen or Jesus Christ to come before you can take action. Take that action. Start that business idea that you have. Put it into action. If there's a skill that you want to develop it now. If there's something that you want to achieve and you know the ways in which you must achieve it, do it now. We call it the confidence boosters. It is going to boost your confidence to be in action. It is going to open your eyes and widen your perspective about a lot of things. If you lean in there, be there, take that action, do anything that you want to do. Don't wait for motivation, don't wait for inspiration, don't wait for anything. There's no such thing as the right time. There's only the time that you decide to act. So take action, and while doing that, believe in yourself. The world has a tendency of defining people. The world has a tendency of defining you, and if you are not careful enough, the world, every time it defines something, it does not use the good words, it does not use the good definition. It always defines you to fail. It always defines you to delay on achieving your goals, to delay the action, to procrastinate. That is the world. I was told that you're not good enough for that part, man. Maybe focus on other things. There was this other time I was in church and this other guy wanted to produce a song. So as he was playing the keys there, he wanted this other girl to come and sing on that part, and then she came and then she sang that part, and it was awful. I'm sorry to say this. It was out, and everyone who was around was like, nah, man, find Cat to do this thing for you. Find Cat to do this. And I was just there, and he was like, nah, he's not good enough for this part. I believed that I was not a better singer. And I listened to the sound of greatest singers, Loyiso, Langamavuso, and Vusinova, Press, Tamisho Bedi, and those guys are great singers, man. One of my favorite is Kelly Kumalo. I listened to them, and man, I thought, nah, this guy is right. I'm not good enough. I'm not better at this. There are people who are born for this, and guess what? I was putting myself inside a mental prison that I built myself and that I carry the key. But as soon as I realized that I'm inside a mental prison here and my own mental prison, and I am the person who has the key, you know what I did? I didn't just unlock and left. I escaped that prison. And then as soon as I escaped, I went out to look for the resources to break down that prison and collapse it so that I don't fall back, or I don't go back in that same place again. A lot of us, the reason why we don't believe in ourselves is because of that mental prison that you put yourself in. Fix yourself. Look at yourself in the most positive way. Tell yourself positive things now and then. If you tell yourself a lie more and more, or each and every single day, soon enough you're going to believe that lie. You're going to believe that lie. So tell yourself positive things each and every day. Leave the world to define you its own way. That's not your problem if you know who you are. But if you go through life without the direction, if you go through life with your fingers crossed, hoping they will straighten up without any plan, without not knowing where you go, I'm telling you, when the world defines you, you are going to take that definition and apply it on yourself. And guess what? That is the death of you. You're not going to achieve anything. You're not going to live, to your fullest potential. You're just going to live through life, or go through life just seated at the corner, scared to try anything, scared to fail, doubting yourself, doubting whether you can achieve it or not. Make sure that each and every single day you say 2 or 3 positive things about you. Each and every single day, tell yourself positive things. I am good enough. I am better. I am smart. I am confident. I am brave. I know where I am going. I'm not going to drift. Yes, I am competent. Yes, I can do this thing. Of course, I can try. Failure is part of life. Failure is part of success. It's not the opposite of success. So, in closure, doubt your doubt and believe your belief. Thank you.